Hello guys, aloha from Hawaii, Honolulu. This is Waikiki Beach. I'm not gonna tell you anything. This is not a video related with Hawaii. This is just in Hawaii, that's all. I have a story to tell you. This story is about a guy who had very hard times and then he went into a depression, very serious depression. After a couple of years in depression, he starts thinking of committing suicide, and he starts doing that too. And a couple of times he went too far and he ended up at the hospital. And this guy heard from doctors, "You are so lucky you are still alive." And I remember this guy one time at his hospital bed, he started crying, saying, "Why I am not dying? Simply why I can't die?" And then he realized this is the worst case. This is the bottom line. There is no worse than this. So he was some guy. He was always fixing his bike, motorbike, his car, everything. Even he was very young, like 5 years old. He was fixing his own toys. He loved mechanics, physics. So he said, "Okay, I'm fixing everything myself. So why not fixing myself too?" By the way, he tried a couple of psychotherapy or something. You understood. Sorry for my bad English. He tried psychology, psychiatry, psychologs, you say, psychiatrists, medicine, everything. He tried everything. Nothing worked. And then he said, okay, that's good. This is the worst case. It can't be worse than this. So why not just opening myself and trying to fix it? And he bought a couple of books about psychology, start reading. Couple of months later, he understood that this is not only related with psychology. This is also related with philosophy, because he had so many questions that is actually philosophical. So he started philosophy. And most of the time, even now, psychology is asking questions, trying to give answers related with actually philosophy. So he started reading philosophy too. And a couple of years later, he starts feeling a little bit better. But it was very hard to understand if he is healing or not, because, even in that period, the healing period, there was always peak ups, peak downs, peak ups. So it was really very hard to understand the main trend. Was it going up? Was it going down? Was it going straight? No level maybe. But after a couple of years, he could manage to see the whole picture. And he said, "Okay, I'm doing good. Very nice." It took 2 years. And then he stopped. He simply stopped. And then he said, "Okay, I'm out of my depression." But then he said, this is not about dying or this is not about survival. This is also about living good, you know, living in a very good condition. So he wanted to keep going, and he again started reading books, again having more information, doing better. Actually, what he meant, of course, you understand that was me. Most probably you understood from the first sentences. You know, it's not important if you are at the bottom or if you are at the top. You can be better. Always you can be better. You can be happier. So I start reading again. What I did was I was trying to find a solution at first. I hoped to find a good book, you know, read it, and just simply do whatever that book says and just heal. But it didn't work like that because it was too complicated, and I couldn't find any kind of book that will tell me everything, you know, everything about being happy. Psychology had lots of different methods to be happy and to be better, to understand yourself, to live better. But also philosophy have lots of different views, point of views that will do the same thing. But all of them were little pieces in a very big puzzle. I think I managed to build a whole structure, which I say this philosophical engineering. In this video, I'm gonna tell it why philosophical engineering. I managed to build a structure, and I want to share it with you. First, I tried to write a book, but I was terrible. Even like couple of days later, after I write some couple of pages, I couldn't understand when I came back and read what I have written. So I said, okay, I'm terrible at writing, so I need to learn how to write a book. I bought a couple of books about how to write a book, book writing, and then I realized I'm so terrible that it will take centuries for me to learn how to write a book. And I said, okay, I'm not giving up. I'm not that kind of person. I will just learn this. I can be terrible, but I will be good. But one of the days, I realized that I am telling my story to every single person I met, and then they weren't only just listening, like they were, you know, what happened? They were asking questions. They were so excited. They were curious. So I said, why not try telling this on a YouTube channel? So I decided to prepare videos. That's the whole story. And what I did was, I call it philosophical engineering. Why engineering? Because engineering is building, designing a tool. It mustn't definitely be a physical tool like a car or something, but it's okay if it's only design. You know, you don't have to build the car itself, but you may just design, make the calculations about the car, about a part of the car itself. That's all. It's okay if it's only on the paper, so it's like imaginary. So all the tools I build they all are imaginary. You know, you can't touch them, but you can use them, which I used to be happy, to have a better life. And I think I managed to understand myself using that tools much better. And I used actually my design was not actually finding something new. I just put lots of pieces together, just like a recipe. So I want to tell you what I did and how it worked and how it managed me take out of my miserable depression in a couple of years. And believe me, it is not it is not hard, but it is not also fast. You cannot wake up and get rid of everything. Okay, you will be a little bit better day by day. So why I am telling all these things? Because I couldn't find anything to help me when I had to discover these things. So I said, okay, why not helping other people? Why not giving all this information? And I decided to write a book, as I told you, and then it turned out to be a YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and see you at the next videos. Bye.